even 4 episodes after saying it, and we're finally getting into, actually taking care of this area. This song is still a banger, and always will be. Anyway, hey, what's up, my dokus? Jason, we're getting back to more VIII Lacrimosa of Donna. Last time, we viewed every single heart-to-heart that was open to us at this point. Basically, it helped with, getting our reputation up, I believe. Significantly, Jesus. We're at 194. Donna's our virtue is already at max, which is 100%. I believe it's 100 is what it is. We also, have almost every single side quest in Eternia and the village done. But yeah, everybody's approvals also are almost already like maxed and everything too. Anyway, this time we're going to be starting here on the Octus Overlook. Since it's, finally time and I don't feel paranoid that I'm gonna get screwed out of any quests or anything like that. Going forward though, however, I do want to make note that, if I can show it. It may not show it, but basically I did take care of something off screen. And that was, I won't show it. I took care of 100%ing the area, the night exploration areas, because there's only 3. There's the Pangaea Plains, there is Mount Genderme, and there is the Towering Coral Forest. I already took care of these all, which means that, we have all the chests and our percentage is looking good. That's basically why if we go to our map, I have 95% in chests and 99% in the harvest spots. Yeah, just letting you know, because I don't want to, go forward without you guys knowing about all that I do off screen. But anyway, I guess let's start moving forward. And it looks like we are going to have enemies blocking our path. Hello there, sir.
This is rare.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened to my voice there. It's a voice crack. Also, there's something really cool I want to show here. Look at this. That is basically the world or not the world tree. This is not Xenoblade 2. This is freaking VIII. But I like to think of that as kind of the base of the Great Tree in some ways. I could be completely wrong about this, obviously. I just like to think of it as that. I don't officially say like, hey, it's the base of the Great Tree. I just think that it looks like the base of the Great Tree. As in, basically, we just teleported up within the inside of the Great Tree with all the leaves and everything. And we still get to hear my intro forever and ever and ever. Anyway, we got some enemies here. We have Balloon Marit, which I like that we now get told that they drop items. Something really cool that we didn't have at the start of our journey. It kind of shows how far we've come. Excuse me. And we're kind of getting a lot of, protectors of sorts. Oh, looks like we're getting some level ups. Donna got up to level 68. We're all sitting nice and pretty in the 60s, though we're going to be getting into the 70s pretty soon. Which is not a bad level at all, to be honest. I usually finish the game with level 80, and that's mainly just because it was my first playthrough when I did that, and I was exploring a lot, because I didn't originally know where stuff was. Things were, you know, I needed to grind up a little more than I did in my LP, so it's a little different. Alright, looks like we're getting to yet another enemy spot. Man, Octus Overlook is really wanting to test our skills against different enemies. Excuse yourself. Ooh, we're actually getting a lot of the materials I need to get another spirit elixir, which will increase our SP. I don't think I'll be able to get every single SP thing in the game by the end of this, because I honestly think that'll take far too long, and a lot of it's locked behind things that I'm not going to cover. Like, I believe there's one locked behind Shoebill's fishing, and I've already discussed how I feel about his fishing side quest, so I'm not going to cover that at this time, probably not ever. But it looks like we've made it to our first crystal, finally. Path of the Ocean Era. Where are we? It's beautiful. Look how big the ocean is. So this is the ocean path. It's quite different from the ocean we're familiar with. Yes, it's almost like the primordial sea. Could this be the ocean of the past?
I think so. I think the Lacrimosa is using these paths to recreate the eras it has destroyed. Everyone be on guard as we advance.
Yep, welcome to the Path of the Ocean Era. There are separate sections within the Octus Overlook. That is what these areas are.
A good place to fish.
And if you go back here, which I'm just kind of showing this, and I see that giant fish back there, I'm not going to worry about it. I've also just realized that, like, through changing... So, okay, I was doing something else in between recording, because obviously I do other things outside of record, but it kind of looks like I made the screen more tolerable through shrinking my screen down, which was weird because I thought like my screen was lined up on my TV, and now it just looks so much better. Not sure what I did, but I'm glad I did it. Yeah, welcome to the voice crack era. Jeez. Yeah, it's kind of a linear path. It's not, you know, an open area. There is linearity to it, because, you know, if you come over here, you will fall and drown, and that's not very fun. So we're basically set on this straight path through this entire area. We have a treasure chest down here which contains bait, which we will probably never use. We do have a lot of enemies here, and these enemies can inflict dark on you, which is not fun. So let's go. There we go. Yeah, I must have did I must have done something, because, like, my HUD just feels so much, like, so different compared to previous recordings.
A treasure chest.
It might also just be that I am used to a different HUD size, and my HUD just looks different because of what I have seen recently. Like, for those of you who don't know, and Joey will actually be surprised by this, is I do use his LP for my notes a little bit. I like to make sure that I have everything that I need going forward, and I'm not getting screwed out of anything, and you know, Joey does cover everything that I'm covering too, since, you know, we're both kind of, we're really big fans of this game, except I'm more of the 100% completionist, so I'm going for a bit more stuff that I want to show off in this area than he does and everything, but I do check his notes, or check his LP for, you know, stuff like, areas that I needed to find certain items for quests, if the quests show up before a certain plot point and they disappear after that. So yeah, I basically just use this LP as kind of a guide to, you know, make sure I'm not too far behind in something like quests per se. But yeah, we're already at the big crystal here, and I guess we can move forward.
Now that is one big shiny rock.
This must be one of the crystals where the Psyches have been sealed.
Yes, I sense a vast number of Psyches within it.
Okay, Adol, let's crack it open. Are you sure that's wise? How do we go about releasing the Psyches in the first place?
Crystal just lit up.
What's going on?
Psyche Hydra.
Wait, isn't that...
Looks like that warden Hydra to me.
I thought he said he was just observing us. Why is he getting in our way?
Be on your guard, everyone.
Alright, we have the Psyche Hydra, level 67. This is basically the Psyche of our buddy Hydra. Yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. He surprisingly only has 1 bar of HP. Pretty easy to take down, unless you're like me, who goes a little overboard. Alright, I'm gonna want to dodge out of the way of his little minions here. And keep an eye on him. Where is he at? He's over here. Alright, let's go for an extra skill. Alrighty, where'd he go now? You don't want to keep your lock on. You want to turn your lock off every time he disappears, because you will lock onto one of the enemies, which is not something you typically want to do. He's slithering around. Oh, we've almost got him down. crystal.
It seems we successfully released the Psyches.
Oh?
Huh? We did? Yay!
I can feel it, Adol. The Psyches we released are flowing into Serene Garden.
Oh. What about the tree?
Yes, the tree of Psyches is growing.
Let's keep this up as we visit the other paths.
I cannot believe you actually released the Psyches.
Hydra.
You said you were just gonna watch. Why'd you interfere with us?
That was not I who attacked you.
It wasn't?
That was my own Psyche, captured by the great tree as I succumbed to despair. It has been the guardian of this crystal for many years.
But now your Psyche has been released.
So we're not just releasing the victims of the Lacrimosa, but the Psyches of the Wardens, too. All those Psyches flowing into the tree greatly accelerated its growth. If that's the case, then perhaps...
During the era in which my people flourished, countless species that lived within our Mother Ocean were invited to the surface by the Earth Goddess. Thus began the world's evolution by the Great Tree of Origins.
The Earth Goddess?
Yes, she is known as Earth Goddess Maya. She vanished after sharing with me the truth of evolution. I have watched over the Earth ever since, but the situation unfolding now is unprecedented.
What's he talking about? Did this goddess really exist?
I don't know.
Considering the existence of the Great Tree, it's not as outlandish as it sounds.
I mean, I sort of think something like that could have happened a long time ago.
I will continue to observe you. Perhaps you will come to accept the Lacrimosa as we did. Or perhaps you will find a new path and escape the never-ending cycle.
Look.
By making it through the path of the ocean era, we can move on to the next one. Let's keep this up and head to the next path.
Alright, that's the path of the ocean era complete. We now have a new path in front of us. Next time on VIII Lacrimosa of Dana, we continue our way through the Octus Overlook, finding more paths, and hopefully releasing more Psyches. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, cheers out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you have not already. And I will see you guys all later.